into the new market is to see the new houses, new buildings, new construction. It is getting such a good opportunities right now. Builders are getting aggressive to sell them, especially detached properties. They are throwing free legal suite, or they are.
I always would ask, is this the right time to buy a house, or is this the right time to sell my property, even if I'm a seller? And when you ask this question from a realtor, they always say, yeah, this is the right time. They would not.
These circumstances which is pulling down into the market got settled, you will not able to negotiate the market. You will not be able to negotiate for your house. 20,000, 30,000 of a 400,000 home you're trying to negotiate is not going to be there.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening. I hope you all are doing well today. I'm here on one of the hot topics nowadays, which is the real estate of Canada, or in particular in Calgary, Alberta. With me is Furkan. Furkan, first of all, I would like you to introduce yourself. For how many years you've been doing real estate, and then we will continue on.
Perfect. Thank you, Shanaz. Thank you so much. First thing is I just want to thank you. You gave me an opportunity here to speak about the real estate. I love your channel. I follow myself. Another thing is, I'm in this industry. My name is Furkan Heather first, and I'm in this industry for close to 2 years now. Deliberately working for residential real estate, mostly working in the north side, but south side is also I love about the vibe and the area of the south as well.
All right, so Furkan, let's start with asking you for the first question. How does the current market, as per my understanding, my observation, what I have researched right now, is it's rather slow. When it comes to real estate market. But again, I would like to take your input as a realtor, because you are in the field, you deal with this, the real estate on everyday basis. So I would like to know, how do you see the current market? Can you predict any trends going forward? Like normally summer is a busy month, but it is rather, in my opinion, or what I have understood, is rather slow. What do you say about the current market of Calgary in particular?
Okay, I would say market is pretty balanced. If you compare with Toronto and BC, Calgary market is pretty balanced. Situation over there is far different than us. Here specifically, if you ask me, townhouses, duplexes, somewhere in between 350, 400,000 to 600,000 properties are getting easily sold. But the properties above 7, 800 are getting a little more time than usual. Seller definitely have to be more aggressive with the pricing, marketing tactics. They have to talk to the realtor about, like, related to their market analysis. So according to my side, it's more balanced than slow. Yeah, it's going into the slow side, as for Canadian government is not having more success towards the tariff war. Situation around the world is impacting, not huge, but somewhere around it's pulling out down. So yeah, it's happening.
And how do you see the coming months of July, August, and
Yes.
onwards?
The second part of the question is, it is going to be balanced. It is going to be balanced. I'm looking at, according to the real estate board, I see the numbers are pretty standard compared to the last year. I found it is going to be pretty balanced in that area. A lot of people are moving from other provinces, like in previous years. So some of them are still struggling to find a house here, and yeah, so they are going to be jump into the market. I was discussing earlier with Shiraz that people who bought somewhere in between 2020 to 2022, they bought in rush because market was very high. Those people, many of them, in my experience, just disclaimer, it's my experience, mostly people of them bought the property in FOMO, and they are struggling with maybe the price, or maybe the rental market is different. Now they are jumping into the market to sell, and they are also going to buy something else. So they're going to be maybe going to be if they're going to be bigger size or they're going to be downsized. So depend on their situation is, but definitely they are going to be more balanced market. Yeah.
When you say that it's a balanced market, now what about the quadrants, different quadrants of the city? So let's say if you compare northeast with southeast, do you see a big difference in demand? Like, do you see that north east is more in demand than the properties in southeast? And what about northwest and southwest?
Very, very good question, actually. I have seen pretty stagnant everywhere, actually. Specifically, when you talk about the new built communities like Homestead in Northeast, Seton getting a new community up
Seton
north.
West?
Seton West, yes, Seton West. Northwest has Ambleton and Lewisburg is also coming in. So as compare, it is pretty stagnant and it's getting pretty balanced. But only one thing is hitting northeast and northwest a little bit is the hail. A lot of people are now thinking about the hail damage, that because this is the last year hail was the second incident in like last 4 or 5 years. Insurance companies and banks are taking that area a little bit different. So think twice. That's the only thing is, I'm not saying that area is bad or this area is good. Calgary is the best city in the entire Canada. I love it. Live here, but see your choices, see your options. Every part of the city is best.
Furkan, my next question from you is, let's say for the buyers, if you are wanting to enter the market, in my opinion, it's just you have a lot of option. There is a lot of inventory there. What is your suggestion? Any advices to people who are, because in summertime, Calgary. Does receive a lot of people not only from outside but interprovincial migration also happens. At least in the past few years, I've seen a lot of people have moved from Toronto, Vancouver because of the affordability in Calgary. What would you suggest or any advices to the buyers?
Okay. I will break this question into two parts. The first answer is going to be do not jump into the market without preparation as a buyer as well. I always tell my buyer clients that it's like a fragrance. If you keep looking at the houses, you will get more confused and confused. I always take them to first few open houses from my own realty or my office or other realties as well, and then let them think about what they're thinking. And then the second thing is, I would also recommend to people who are coming into the new market is to see the new houses, new buildings, new construction. It is getting such a good opportunities right now. Builders are getting aggressive to sell them, especially detached properties. They are throwing free legal suite, or they are taking to a next level. Maybe they are building a brand new garage free for you. There are so many incentives coming in. Make sure you're checking them, comparing with them the old properties. Also, definitely discuss first with your realtor what are your needs, what are your thoughts about the areas, and also talk about how you're going to be managed in that area. So regarding your school, your university, work, if your child has a special need, if your work needs a certain type of area to be lived in, talk about that. And also, one thing more sure is to, before you jump in the market, make sure you are pre-approved. Get your numbers.
Yeah.
This is such a nice, such an important thing that you should have your numbers on hand. Otherwise, you will be wasting your time and also the realtor time too. So here you are.
And a follow-up question about the seller. So if you are entering in the market as a seller and you want to sell your house, I know in my opinion could be a challenging time. I don't know, but what are some of your advices to sellers, in terms of pricing your house right, staging it properly, any other incentives that you may basically offer in order to attract buyers in this market?
It's also again a question. It's a very good question. See, again, I'm going to drop this question as well into two parts. The first part is to make sure you have a perfect analysis of the market last 180 days, what that area have been sold for. Ask your realtor. He has the database option. He can find it for you. Right right price is definitely gonna sell it for you, definitely. The second option you should have is um, make sure your house is clean, do proper staging. If is there anything is damaged inside, see, if someone is going to be inside your house after purchasing it, they're going to fix it anyhow. But now the market is very different. The buyer has a lot of options. So if they come in and they see the doorknob is broken, or maybe if they see the fan is not working, one of the chandelier light is not working properly, you should get them fixed, get them proper cleaning. They should. It's like your in-laws is coming into your house. So it's a good example,
Yeah.
right? So you make it your house is perfectly clean and perfectly fit to show it someone, and then definitely it helps too. And also right price. Right price. Make it. All depends how aggressive you are to sell. If you are aggressive to sell it immediately, do a event based. Your realtor should know it. Do an event based selling, and if you are not aggressive, you can hold the property. Just hold it. Just do the right price and wait for the right buyer to come in.
Furkan, my next question is, very important question. When, as a, for example, if I'm a buyer, I always would ask, is this the right time to buy a house, or is this the right time to sell my property, even if I'm a seller? And when you ask this question from a realtor, they always say, yeah, this is the right time. They would not tell you to wait, or they always say that, yeah, this is the right time. But I need to know, what are your thoughts on this?
Such a nice question again, actually. Similar to the previous question, this question also have two parts: buyer and seller side. Buyer side, according to my opinion, this is the one of the best time to buy. See, if you're looking at some people making reels and videos for Toronto and Ontario and BC market, or the crash is coming and all that stuff, their market is entirely different than us. I know that definitely create impact to us, but it is a very different area, and it is a very different reasons they have that price reductions. Calgary has a very different area and a very different market. Market is slow. If you see, as I mentioned earlier, you have the opportunity to renegotiate. The moment these circumstances which is pulling down into the market got settled, you will not able to negotiate the market. You will not be able to negotiate for your house. 20,000, 30,000 of a 400,000 home you're trying to negotiate is not going to be there. So this is one of the best time to buy. The second thing is selling side. The selling again, it is a very debatable. It depends on your seller situation, how they are going to go. If they can hold the property for a longer period, definitely they're gonna get the money out of it. But if it's a short time, they are leaving country, they are going back home, they're going back another province. If you want to sell it, just sell it now, because if they keep waiting, it will get worse and worse.
Just a follow-up question. When you said, if you can hold a property for a long time, how long are you talking about? Are you talking about 6 months, 1 year?
I'm talking about 2027. The thing is, as you know, the builders are trying not to build more properties because we have piled up for the old one. That's why they're throwing incentives, right? But the thing is, think about it. Now, in coming year or two, once we're not gonna have the more like you know, the demand and supply. Demand is gonna be the stagnant, and the supply is gonna be the low, and then the price is going to be high again, and then you will see the price going hike.
Right.
So right now the builders are thinking not to buy more, because the tariffs is impacting the imperial and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So they are not jumping into the market. So they're not starting now. That means 2026, 2027, we're not going to have a lot of supply. So who has the property at that point will definitely going to get more money out of it.
Benefit.
So, and this is the why I'm asking you to buy now, because you're buying cheaper, you're buying negotiated, and you're definitely gonna sell
And in
more.
the long term, you are going to be
Benefit and onward. Even though you're going up onward, inflation and everything is going high, so that will definitely gonna make impact on your property.
Furkan, actually, this is a very good advice, a very good insight. In fact, more of a long-term, vision. If you are, here in Calgary, wanted to stay on a long-term basis, I believe, yeah, you are in a, I mean, you don't have to worry about, yeah, it's a different story, I guess, if you are, a short-term investor, and it's a different story then. But if you're here, want to settle in with your family, raise your family here and looking to, live here for a long period of time, I guess this is, as for concept, be a best time to buy. Anything else you would like to share? Also, if any of you want to use services of Furkan, you can share your contact information and any message at the end as well.
Thank you, Sharaz, for this opportunity. I would suggest you to talk to your realtor. Don't hesitate. Don't go in the market. This is not the market in 2022 that you're going to you will be easy to sell that market in that market easily privately. You definitely need a better like suggestion and insights and informed decisions. So better, even though you're selling or buying, talk to your realtor, have a long chat. And yeah, my name is Furkan. My contact number is 403-667-7475. You can contact me, and I would love to help people. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. You can definitely contact Furkan for any buying and selling. And if you are looking for a property in Legacy community in Southeast, there is one community. You can contact me directly because there is one on sale in the market right now. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are subscribed as well. Share this video with your friends, family, and others as well so that they can benefit with this information as well. Until next time, Khuda Hafiz.